Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 7 of Subnautica. Now, in the last episode, we went back and re-recorded what we did because, as you are aware, I recorded an entire episode with my mic muted, double checking just to make sure it's not again. But we went through the Aurora, we got the prawn suit blueprints, we fixed the drive bay, reduced the radiation in the water, and saved the planet from a terrible fate. We also went down to the first proposed Degassi habitat, and we got the water filtration blueprint. We got a couple logs, and found another location that's even further down, but we can't go there just yet. But we did leave off the episode with a radio message. There it is. Life Pod 13 carrying high priority passenger remains. So we're going to stock up on some lantern fruit so we can do this. Get our food and water up. Lantern fruit is very good for food. It's not great for water, though. We're going to put away... Actually, we're going to take the helmet with us. And I'm going to unload... This new base layout has me all confused. Not that it wouldn't any other time. We're going to open the storage. We're going to get this out because this is a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to put the radiation helmet in there in case we need it. And then we will take all... Yep, see, I keep doing that. I keep going to the wrong area. And then we're going to put all of this stuff that we found in the Aurora. We're going to put that back here. I'll take 1 nutrient block and 2 waters with me. I also don't need the fire extinguisher. I have 2 batteries, but we also have 3 batteries over here. So let's unload those, and we're going to recharge. That one's pretty good. We'll do this. What else? The laser cutter is okay for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in here, and we'll keep 2 extra batteries on us for when we need anything. But that's good. Another thing I should do is come out here and pick up some of these guys so that I can throw them in my bioreactor. I don't want to pick those dudes up, but we'll pick up this spadefish. We don't need the biters. They're too much of a pain in the ass. But yeah. We'll throw all these guys in there, and they'll power our base for a little bit. So, now it's off to Life Pod 13, which is carrying a high priority passenger. And if you remember in the last episode, we picked up a depth module and a storage module for the sea moth. Life Pod 13, we're going to change that. We're going to change everything to red, because I just feel that that's better. But we also don't need to see the proposed Degassi habitat at 500 meters yet, because we can't even get down there. So it's not worth having it highlighted. Plus then I'll see it, I'll forget what it was, I'll head towards it. It's happened before. I do it a lot in the game. Last episode, we also found the water filtration system, which we're going to build this episode. Just not right now. I want to get this. And I'm not even sure what we need for it off the top of my head. But yeah, we're going to head over here, which is not too far. Luckily for us, it's not too far. I believe it's in the mushroom biome, the mushroom forest biome, which sounds straight out of Super Mario Brothers. But yeah, here we go. Man, I'll never get over how cool the Subnautica biomes are. Like, just all types of stuff like this. Like, and there's all sorts of little crevices and cracks that you can go down, and it leads to some seriously cool stuff like this right here. Check this out. That's a little bit out of the ordinary. And if we get out of the sea moth, now we're on dry land, underwater. It's like a little force field. And if you look, we've got something over here. We've got some sort of an alien structure, and I can scan it. It's called the Alien Arch. And we'll learn a little bit more about that later, but it just says, hey, here's some theories. It might be ceremonial or religious. It might have industrial applications, or it could be an advanced transportation network. Further research, is required. I tend to stutter and skip on my words a little bit when I'm recording. I'm nervous. Like, despite me sitting here by myself in a room in front of a computer playing a game that I've played dozens of times, the fact that there's a camera sitting there looking at me, even though it's my own free will that I put it there, still makes me nervous, and I tend to trip over my words a lot. And down here in the mushroom biome, we've got some shale, we've got some lithium, and then we have a giant lithium deposit. We also got this strange little guy over here, and he, what is this? Shuttlebug. I don't know. He's got a little bit of green on him. He's got some friends around there, and there we go. Specimen with symptoms of infection. This organism is displaying signs of a bacterial infection. Bright green blisters are forming networks around the infection sites. Pathology suggests a waterborne bacterium capable of penetrating the body through the skin and respiratory system. Doesn't sound very good for us, now does it? Underlying indications of genetic mutation and aggressive behavior. So the more you're infected, the more aggressive you can get. The bacterium itself is unlike any so far recorded in human explanation. Warning, may be contagious, avoid. Do not, under any circumstances, consume the flesh. Well, while we didn't consume that little guy's flesh, we have consumed the flesh of quite a few other fish, so that's not really boding well for us. And actually, if you take your scanner, I can't remember if we did this in the episodes before, you can do a self-scan. Oh, no symptoms yet, but it's still early. We're still out here exploring, and I've gotten sidetracked because I just wanted to show this. This is very cool. These are like alien containment sort of things, and there are a few of them scattered around. We'll probably find, well, we definitely will find more, but that's not what we're here for right now. I just knew it was here, and I wanted to show you guys for the people who haven't seen this stuff. But that's where we're headed. We are headed to Life Pod 13. And we have another wrecked life pod, and it seems to show no signs of life. We also have something else over there, but we'll get to that in a second. Hmm. Well, like all of the other life pods, it seems like Yaki Kasar did not make it. But I said before, we won't see any survivors in this game. That's just A bridge fragment. That's just given. You're basically sole survivor in this entire game. Do we have another one around here that's close? Let's break out the sea glide. Also, let's scan these jelly rays. No, don't run away from me. I want to scan you. They're fast. I really hope they fix the scanning for the second game. Because sometimes if you're not directly on top of something, it just... the scanning is a little bit wonky. Also, we have something in here, but I'm not going to go get it right now because it's a little bit dangerous. And I don't want to die this early in the game. But maybe there's a good path to take. I think it's this one anyway. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to get too far into it because it can be a little bit confusing to get out. But if you come in here... yeah, see, I don't want to get too... I'm already forgetting where I came in from. And now I'm going to panic because I don't remember how I got in already. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can see my sea moth. How did I get here? Oh, no. Uh-oh. I might have screwed myself. See, this is why I don't like coming in here because, like I said, I forget constantly. Okay, this way. Constantly forget how to get out of there, but there's a little friend in there. And like I said, I think you have to go in through the bottom of it. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do that right now. Because I don't want to get lost in the tree. And I know I can make a pathfinder, which... ooh, there we go. Uh-oh. I hear a friend in the background, but not a good friend. Another bridge fragment. Scan the tree mushroom. Where... hello? Oh, who? When you're a little bit too close, sometimes you can't see the sea moth, and it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I know. Bone sharks. Oh, we got another radio message. But yeah, let's head home. Because there's not too much we can do. We got the Cyclops bridge fragment, which puts us one step closer to the Cyclops. We just now need the engine blueprints, and there's 3 of those. And I believe a good place to find those is at the back of the Aurora. My headphones turned off again. I really don't understand why that happens. They're charged. I have a Bluetooth connection, but it seems like in some games it just wants to turn them off constantly all the time. Excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna head home. We're gonna check that radio message because I believe I know what it is. I believe we're at that point in the game where we're gonna start seeing a little bit more of the mystery that's going on in this game. Because a large part of the story is the fact that you were heading on the Aurora to the other side of the universe to install a phase gate, and your ship was shot down by some unknown object or unknown force. I love coming into your base and seeing the green glow of the creepvine clusters. It's just always such a cool look. I should I should move that grav trap. It's a little bit close. It gets annoying with the sound.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Okay, nope. Let's see. Can I... There's a place I can repair it. There we go. That way it does not explode. And what do we have? We just got a couple more resources. And we can put these away. There's no room in there. There's a little bit of room in here. Not much, though. Might have to upgrade our storage situation pretty soon. Keep the battery. And since these have all grown, we'll eat some marble melons, because they're very good for water and food. And let's check this message.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it.
Hopefully.
We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Nice. Okay, so the Sunbeam is on its way. Come here, you. Come into my base. Guess what? Now your power. But yeah, the Sunbeam's on its way, and it looks like we're about to get rescued, so probably going to be a pretty short playthrough. Where is my habitat builder? Habitat builder is right there, and it does not have any power. So let's move you out of the way. Okay, and now we need, because we got the blueprint for a very useful piece of machinery, the water filtration system, which we can't get right now because we can't make aerogel. And I forgot all about it. Yeah. So, actually, let's take a ride in the Seamoth, because I think this way, it also might be out towards Captain Keen's last known signature. Yeah. I think I just overlooked it the last time I was there. Plus, like I said, with this, I was trying just to get back to where we were, so I could record episode 6. So I kind of just skimmed over a lot of things. It happens. But I believe what we're looking for should be down here. I believe this area of the game is called like the Crag Spires or something like that. It's something along those lines. Like, ooh, here's a wreck. Do we have anything? Can we get in there? Anything good? Might have been to this one. Seems like it, but you know what? We'll give it a shot and we'll see what's in here. Oh, we haven't. Do we have the laser cutter? We do. Cut this door open and see what's behind it. But yeah, we just need aerogel, which is ruby and I'm blanking on the name of the other material right now. Which, I played this game so many times, you'd think I would remember almost all of it. What do we got here? Ah, the reinforced dive suit. Yes. Rad. Okay.
Acquired.
Nutrient block. Yeah, the reinforced dive suit. That's a good one. We'll make that when we get back. Light stick fragment. Do we have that? I believe we do. No. Oh, wow.
New blueprint acquired.
That's a little crazy. We have the power cell charger. What do we got? Disinfected water. Yeah, we'll take that. Is there anything else around here that's worth it? Thermal plant fragment. Do I have the thermal plant? I do. Okay. Ooh. Here. Okay, yes. Here's what we're looking for. Gel sacks. I could not remember for the life of me what they were called. But here's gel sacks. But also, with the gel sacks, here is something very cool. These are time capsules. And now I found one running through this playthrough earlier. And I picked it up, so I already have it scanned. But you come across these time capsules in game, and they're actually from other players. Let's grab a couple rubies. And you know what? Let's get back to the sea moth before I end up running out of breath. But we'll grab some rubies on the way. But yeah, so time capsules are really cool in this game because they're actually left from other players who have played the game and completed it. At the end of the game, well, I don't want to give too much away. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. At the end of the game, you can leave a time capsule for other players. And you can fill it with whatever you want. Now this one, they left us some water, some large filtered waters, and I believe an extra knife. Yeah, we now have 2 thermoblades, and I think maybe one of these. I'm not 100% sure. But also, if you go, that's blueprints. So yeah, time capsules. It has its own little set. It has its own little tab here. And this is the first one that I got. In time, you will know. And you can leave a screenshot of whatever it is you want. And here it seems they've left their base, which is a very cool base. Look at that. I like that design. In time, you will know. It took far too long, way too long, to get such simple things as the base you see. I had to travel to the deepest parts, avoid monsters of nightmares. Sorry, I got distracted looking at the time. I had to travel to the deepest parts, avoid monsters of nightmares, and countless times of brink of death due to insufficient oxygen. Hope this sea glider will help, because it may save yourself one too many times you would have liked. Which, one of the, with the first time capsule I got was actually, they gave me the sea glide. Which was really cool, because then I didn't have to build one. So now here's the second one. KB 1962 80 67 25. That was a weird way to read that, but let's go. Oh, that's cool. He's got the Reaper coming up. He's got the Aurora, the Life Pod. That's very cool. Hi there. It is my last day on the 4546B. Big adventures for the little person on alien planet. 180 days. So much I lived here, as if lived the second life. I hope my cute fish will remember me. Heh. And you, my friend, will find the way too. And that's very cool. You can leave messages, and that's what a lot of people do. They leave inspiring messages. They leave things that help people. And those are all curated by the devs. Here's an eye stalk. Another creepy, cool plant. Just the plant life and the organisms in this game are so cool. But down here we got another little thing. Look at that. We got a peeper coming out of there, and he looks a little strange. Why is he glowing gold like that? Enzyme host peeper. A peeper specimen was observed emitting a faint fluorescent enzyme trail and engaging in unusual behavioral patterns. Peeper is actively approaching other creatures, including predators. The specimen is host to a bacterial infection. However, the infection is currently dormant. Peeper's stomach cavity contains an unknown enzyme of foreign origin. Chemical analysis of enzyme bears some superficial similarity to the stomach enzymes of larger predators. Contact with the enzyme appears to inhibit the symptoms of the bacterial infection. That's important. Complex structure renders synthesis impossible. So the enzyme is so complex that you can't render it synthetically, which means you can't make it. It has to be made by however it was naturally made. Assessment. Recommend further research into enzyme origin. And that led us to here, an alien vent. Look at that. And there's a whole bunch of eggs down here. We're going to grab a couple more of these gel sacks. We're going to grab a couple more rubies because we're going to need those. And we'll grab some lithium. We'll avoid that tiger plant. We'll just kind of stock up on things that are around here. Ah! I didn't realize there were bleeders down here. Absolute little jerks. But yeah, let's, ooh. I want these. The Reginalds. Come here. Come here, Reggie. Ah! I need at least 2 of them, but I'll grab as many as I can because... Where? Yeah, I want to avoid those guys. But let's not stray too far from the sea moth. That's a power cell charger fragment. This is probably where I should have got it the first time, but I didn't. Yeah. Okay, so we have... Yeah, we have more than enough. So what we're gonna do...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
...is now we're gonna head back to... That's very cool, I like that. I don't know why, that just stuck out to me. We're gonna head back to the base, and we're gonna build the water filtration system, and probably the reinforced dive suit. And one thing you may have noticed, like, even in that little area, which was about 250, almost 300 depth, starting to get a little bit darker, and that's gonna be pretty much how it is from now on. We're gonna have to go deeper, we're gonna have to go further, we're gonna have to explore. But first and foremost, we're just gonna head back to the base. And maybe while we're at it, we'll build the vehicle upgrade console too. Because... God, this thing takes a beating. Maybe we'll build the vehicle upgrade console so that we can add a couple more things onto our Seamoth. Because one thing I would like is the perimeter defense system, which is a great little handy tool to have. So, first things first, let's get out our repair tool. And we will repair our Seamoth again, because again, I don't want to lose this. Alright, we did that. So now we need... we're gonna need copper wire, which is 2 copper. Do we have 2 copper? We've got 1. We don't have another one, but we need this. We need to make... We need to make aerogel. And then we need to head back out because we don't have any copper. So let's take a look around. Look for some limestone nodes. I probably should make a scanner room because that would make this so much easier. Because again, I'm not 100% sure if these little things regenerate or respawn. I've never actually taken notice to if they do or not. But it's okay. We have the copper that we need for the copper wire. So we can make that copper wire. And now we have everything for the water filtration system. Which for that we need our habitat builder. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put that over here in this spare room. So interior pieces. We're going to put that right up against the wall. And now we have a filtration machine that's going to spit us out these large filtered waters. And another thing I like to do is not modules, but you can see all the new things that we have. Another thing I like to do is make a little wall locker here, and I like to just put it right next to it. Oh, we got another radio message. And this thing will separate the salt from the water, and it will give you both. You'll get 2 salt and you'll get 2 large filtered water. What I like to do is I like to keep the salt in there and just take out the water. But this thing actually produces a pretty good amount of water. As you can see, though, the salt comes first. So I like to keep my water in here. And another thing I want to do, what did I say? I wanted to make the vehicle upgrade console. Wow, we're going to need more copper. That's a bummer. But I also wanted to make the reinforced dive suit, which we can make the prawn suit too, though. Let's hold off on that. I don't think we need it right this second. We also don't need a stasis rifle. The stasis rifle is cool. Oh, I don't think we can make that. Synthetic fibers. I think synthetic fibers, we need deep shrooms, and we haven't gone that far yet. We might not even have the recipe for it. No, we don't. Well, let's do this real quick, because what we're going to do is we're going to come out here and we're going to plant our gel sacks, and then we're going to whack them and we'll get more seeds so we can grow more. I just realized I was hitting the creep vine. And we'll build a separate one for that.
Welcome aboard, Cap.
Another thing I would like to build is, I believe it's down here. There's so much scrolling in this game. There's so many things that you can build. It's pretty incredible. Not that. This. 2 glass and a titanium. I think that's pretty doable. 1, 2, 3, 4 for that. And a titanium. Let's make the glass. And then, nope, I keep unpin. And I guess while we're here, we can unpin this as well. Take the habitat builder and, you know what? We'll put this in the spare room. Actually, we'll put this in here, because what I want to do is I'm gonna build the aquarium. And with the aquarium, you can actually put creatures in here and they'll swim around and they'll breed. So these 3 little Reggies, they will make more Reginalds. And Reginalds are very good for the bioreactor. They provide a lot of energy for a long time. Yeah, we gotta go get some more. We gotta go get some more copper. So let's swim around a little bit. Actually, you know what? I will do that off camera, because we don't really need the vehicle upgrade console right now. I want to try to keep maybe the story moving. So let's check this radio message.
This is an automated distress signal from Life Pod 12. Coordinates attack. Warning. Life Pod has sunk beyond safe diving distance. Do not attempt retrieval without submersible support.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
So, oh yeah, we can turn that off. We don't need Keen's last thing again. But as you can tell, we did get another signal. Where is it? Right there. Life pod 12, sunk to the ocean bed. 250 meters? We can do that because we can go down to 300. So let's do that. And you know what? Maybe on the way we'll find the copper that we need to build the vehicle upgrade console. Which I think we also need table coral, so I should probably collect a couple pieces of that on the way back. And we'll look for any limestone nodes. If we see any, we'll get out and bust them. That way we can get some copper. Matter of fact, there's one. So we'll go down here. And of course it's titanium. Do we have... Is there anything else around? I don't want to spend too much time looking for it because... I'm not sure how much of like the swimming around and gathering materials you guys want to see on camera, because it always just ends up being this. It ends up with me just looking around like this for a couple minutes, and it's like, oh, there's one, there's one, there's one. You know, it's not too interesting, but you do get to see a lot of the really cool environments. And Subnautica does this world so well. And I probably said that at least a dozen times by now, but it's the truth. Subnautica has made what I think, it's not perfect because I do have criticisms with some of it, but it's pretty damn near perfect when it comes to like an underwater world. The feel, the swimming around and gliding, the creatures, the environment, the ambience, just all of it is so cool. And I love this game. I listen to the track switch up. It's so good. Hello, Stalker. Don't want to stray too far from the Seamoth. We only have like one. No, we have 2 copper, which... Hey! Get away from there, guy. We'll try to stop at any other ones that we see along the way. But yeah, like, I can't gush over this game enough. It's just... It's so damn good. And if you haven't played it, I honestly recommend go and play it. Because it is fantastic. From start to finish. But if you don't want to play it yourself and you just want to see it be played, then by all means, stick around and enjoy, because I will try to do this game as much justice as I possibly can. But I am 100% a fanboy, and I am patiently waiting for Subnautica 2, and I've made the decision that I am not going to play early access Subnautica 2 at all. And I know, well, you're a big fan of the game, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you play it from the very beginning as soon as you can? And the reason for that is because, to me, the Subnautica games are so special because, especially the first one, I love it so much. But sometimes early access really changes a game, and we saw that with Below Zero, because the beginning of Below Zero was massively different than the final product, and I enjoyed the final product, but it was changed like halfway through production, if not sooner than halfway. So it's one of those things where I would like to wait until it is finished, and then I can experience it in all of its glory. Or you know what? Maybe all of its terribleness. Got some more copper. Because you never know, with the drama going on surrounding Unknown Worlds and Subnautica 2, apparently the original devs have all been let go, which is not a good sign, and I really hope the new team can deliver on the quality of the first game.
Intake.
Seek fluid intake, absolutely. Time to use one of those large filtered waters.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Thank you. Nope, we want to go this way. Not towards base. And I think we got enough copper, but obviously we'll keep an eye out for any more. And I've wasted a lot of time already. So let's get to this life pod 12 and we'll get back to the base. I don't think that's an engine fragment. I think that's a hull fragment, and we need an engine fragment now. But we'll go check this one out, and then we can head back to base, or maybe I'll just call it an episode there and go back to base. Yeah, actually, that's probably what I'll do. Oh, we're entering another really cool zone, the bulb zone. Just all of these little, like look at that. That's very cool. The way they light up, and just the, I forget what these are called. Other than a pain in the ass, of course, because let's be honest, they are. So we'll turn this off. Break out the Sea Glide. Repulsion cannon. We already have the blueprint for that.
I'm not really a doctor. I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams.
Oh
What does a
no.
doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days... read
AI, it's coming for
diagnoses
everything,
off of
my guy.
computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
That's a good thing to think about, especially with things progressing the way they are. Like, eventually there might come a time when doctors don't really need to know anything about your body. It could all just be done robotically. But before we get too philosophical and dive too deep into stuff like that, I'm going to save. And we're going to let off here. I think that's a good stopping point. I will get back to the base, and we'll go from there. But thank you again for joining me for this episode, and I really appreciate it. Like I said, I would love to see if we can get this video up to like 500 views, maybe 100 likes. But please, it really does help small channels like this, and I want to continue to keep putting out content and just playing a lot of really cool games and having y'all come along for the ride. But until the next episode, we are going to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next episode. So long.